progressive disease, some of the things that happened to me. Hi, friends, it's Adam, the crippled cannabis cowboy. Thanks for watching my video. If you got some value from it or you learned something from it, subscribe to the channel and help a brother out. A lot of weird shit is gonna happen to you if you have a progressive disease. In my case, I have primary progressive multiple sclerosis. It took about 5 years to get real bad. Right after about 4 years, it's kind of like when things really started to get bad. So if you get that label progressive, like your diagnosis from your doctor, if it says progressive, then it's gonna happen. That's something it's not a pleasant word. I remember the first time I was diagnosed with, actually the first time it's a weird story. I remember it was an eye specialist. I had seen him once already. He spotted it, sent me to a doctor, whatever. She had diagnosed me with relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis, which I didn't even know what it was. You know, my mom did. Any MS is unpleasant. When I went to this eye guy, I remember my mom was sitting right there, but I remember telling him that I was diagnosed with relapsing and remitting, and he was kind of like, he disagreed. He said, "No, this is primary progressive multiple sclerosis." And I remember my mom kind of saying, "Oh shit." I remember him telling me some things when this was, I guess, learned. And I remember him saying, "Do as much as you can now, right now." Now, that's actually something I want to convey. If you are diagnosed with something progressive, do what you really want to do right now. Do it. I didn't have the luxury because of what happened to me and things like. The best I can say is you're not gonna be able to hide the fact that you have a progressive disease. Maybe hide it as long as possible. I don't know. I decided to kind of come out and go public, and there are some of those people that are loving with it and supportive, but there is a shocking amount that aren't. My life got really, really miserable. So I did not get to do all the things I wanted to do. However, the way I grew up and the things that I have done, I was able to experience a lot of beautiful things. I touched a lot of people. I used to be a pretty big martial arts coach, and I taught a lot of people in my time. And I was able to make them strong. I was able to make them stronger. And that kind of means something to me. It's almost like a really, like this thing that goes on in your head where you really want to do your part, and then maybe I did my part. Who knows? We'll see where the chips fall. First, it was like shaking. Then this twitch started. This like simple twitch. I knew there was a problem. I'm sure many other people knew it was a problem. No one said anything. I didn't think anything. I was kind of like a tough guy and I can handle it, whatever. But it got worse and worse and worse, and it's developed into other things nowadays. But that was like the first thing that I noticed. But there was these weird twitches that happened at certain points in the day. Then it was my coordination and my balance, and your grip goes, your ability to chew food and swallow right goes. My vision went. uh, your hearing gets really strange. Um, as far as mobility, yeah, the mobility goes out the window. And the mobility is, that's like one of those things with as far as coordination and balance. When your coordination and balance goes out the window, your fine motor skills are kind of gone. So you need a lot of fine motor skills to walk. A lot of people don't understand that. There's a lot of stuff that happens in your body when you just simply walk. Cutting and eating my food, that became a problem. Brushing my teeth in particular, you stab yourself in the face several times. I've caught it in the eye. There's things that'll help you. I'm going to be getting one of those electric toothbrushes to help me brush my teeth, because the motion of brushing your teeth can be extremely challenging for someone like me. Then the cognition. The best I could describe this whole fatigue and brain fog thing, whatever, it's like the people call it an MS hug. And that's kind of what it's like. It's like you're just being squeezed. You can't think, you can't talk, you can't do shit because you're being squeezed by multiple sclerosis. That's why they call it the MS hug. I have the MS hug quite often, at least every day, twice a day sometimes. So I've learned how to try to track the times of when these bad waves hit. Now they change. That's one thing that was weird that I noticed is, between a certain point in the day and a certain point in the day, I seemed like, I want to say I was fine, but I felt better. That changes. Like now it's not that particular time in the day, it's shifted to another time of the day. But it being progressive, that's something you got to sit with, because when something's progressive, you're slowly gonna go down the drain. When crazy stuff like this happens to you, I recommend exploring what you can as far as like hobbies and passions and things you can do. I did the best I could. I used to grow medicinal plants. I love medicinal plants. I cannot do that anymore. That was stripped away. So it's kind of like I'm learning what it's like to have all your ambitions that you had in life kind of slowly go down the tubes. It's not by choice. It's just like one of those life things, like I was saying. However, I did notice that the fact of growing something was tremendously helpful for my brain. I happen to like that plant, so I grew that plant and it was really, really good. And there was something to like this balance thing it brought. So when all this crazy stuff was happening to you, you're gonna flip out. That's like normal. So you're gonna lose your mind and all those things. Do your best with it. I really have no answers. But like growing, I only came across that because I was exploring myself. I can't do anything else. It used to be writing. It used to be models. I mean, it used to be all kinds of stuff with my hands. I can't do stuff anymore because of this damn progressive disease. So I'm still open to exploring. My life has completely changed. I'm not allowed. Actually, this is the last night you're gonna see this tent behind me. I have to take it down. So whatever's clever, man. The best that I could say is, if you are diagnosed with a progressive disease of any sort, do what you want to do now, because the word progressive, that means it's gonna get worse.